And so I started to see what I would call the space between, or the idea of nothing. And then I started thinking about what is nothing. And as soon as I realized that nothing is an idea. So in order to understand nothing, it has to be something. So I started looking into the space between. And I realized that that's all that there really was between us, was just empty space. That we're really like all so close to each other all the time, because we all come from the same thing. But the ladder still stood straight up. You know, there's still people who stood at its top rungs, and there's still people who stood on the bottom rungs. And to me, I thought the idea was to turn the ladder on its side, so that we were all like rungs, standing straight up together, and it was just the connections between us that held us together. That we're all human beings. We all live on the same planet. We all live in the same park, or we're all here right now. And then I found myself. There was just extremes of what people saw. Same thing in like the political realm of our society, or in a lot of other things. Everybody sees it as right or left, or up and down, forwards or backwards. Right? But to me, it's all part of the same circle, the same sphere. And they're just the extremes of it. It's all the same thing. It's just where are we looking at it from?
Wasn't going to do this. It was supposed to be an eatery by my house, and that didn't go through. And then all of a sudden, Steph was like, "Hey, I have an idea for you." And I was like, "I don't know what it is." And she's like, "My cousin Jeff." And I said, "Oh, what about him?" She told me a story, and I was like, "That's." And so here we are. And what are we doing? It's like we did something. We got something from nothing. And that's what we're doing. Yeah. Something from nothing. That's what they're doing. Because like that's how the idea came to. Yeah. It's brilliant. I mean, it fits this perfectly. Sometimes we focus on that low, deep, dark note, and it's like, what is that? And then it changes, right? Then we're like, oh shit, it's different now. And we're like, all right, what am I gonna do? And then it changes again, and it gets low. And we really feel that low, low note. It really moves us, right? When we're moving, we're up there and we feel great, right? We're like up in the sky and we feel nice and high, and then we get back down really low to the ground, and then it changes again, right? And we're like, okay, I see a pattern here. It always just seems to be changing. And maybe that's just what is so really amazing about life, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So when we get back down low.
So this is based off of like the Star of David, right? So there's the one triangle here, and then the one triangle here that is directly on top of it, creating perfect balance with the 6 corners.
Yes.
Between the 3 of each of the triangle creates the 6.
Yeah.
And that's a block. Because there's always 2 sides to everything going on, and if it's always balanced, it goes nowhere. It's a mountain.
Yeah. So when we do this.
So when you open that up, and you take the Star of David, the 6-pointed star, whatever you want to call it, and you separate it a bit, you have these 2 triangles here, and it expands further. It gives you a diamond, which is a girl's best friend. That's what they say, right? You have the circle, you have squares, and it just keeps going on, and on, and on, and on, and on.
And what's past it? What do we have around this?
Well, Jeff actually, he told me, he pointed out that like, the way he saw it was this was the physical, this was self, this is, in all essence, this is me. And every point around it, these would be your closest attachments to you, your physical attachments. This is you and me right here.
Okay.
That's that point right there, me and you.
Okay.
And then when you go off, you take that point there, we're still connected, right?
Yeah.
And you
And
take
so let's
that
say I'm
point-
connected right now with
Yeah,
with
and
Erin.
so like Erin is this point,
Okay.
and I'm this point.
And we're all connected.
We're all connected.
And that's
and
what
then,
all these other.
those are all of the connections. Like this is the spider web of our consciousness.
Yeah, it's my song. I live on planet Earth, so as long as I'm on planet Earth, I'm at home. And I can stand anywhere and I can have nothing, and I'm at home and I'm happy. And now I smile.